Hey there, guys. Hope you all had a nice weekend. It was a chilly weekend here, just exactly how I like it. Actually, I measure how cold it is in quilts, and I've slept under 2 quilts the last couple of nights, so that's a good thing. And thought I'd start off the week making another pot of soup. Now, this particular pot of soup is going to be somewhat similar. It's got some of the same ingredients as past soup that I've made, but I'm making a few tweaks on it and doing it just a little bit differently with my spices, a couple of extra ingredients, left out a couple of things. And yeah, just gonna show it to you as I make it. And I'm kind of just making up part of it as I go. So let's go over to the stove and get started. Okay, if you've watched any of my other soup stew videos, I kind of have a common way of getting started. What I did is I just pour a little bit of low sodium vegetable broth in my pot. And I've got I'd say about a medium sized onion chopped. And what I do is I've got this on medium to high heat. And I'm going to let this get going. Just kind of soften up the onions. This will make kind of a little bit of a base. And then I will add more ingredients. And also too, like I said, as this is common and I've done other soups, I made a playlist and put all my soups in there. I'll try to do my best to remember to drop that playlist below, but you can actually go search my channel too. So let me let these get going and we'll be back. Got that going. Now I'm going to add, I've got a pound of lentils, dried lentils. They're not cooked, they're dried. Oops, lost a few there. Then I'm going to add 2 russet potatoes that I cut and diced. I chopped 3 carrots. Now this time I'm using chopped tomatoes, and I'm going to use some of these good ones here. I'm using this little box of chopped tomatoes. This is 26 ounces, but you don't have to use the same ones. You could just get like you could get a couple of cans that are 15 ounces. And for the record, I like these because they have no sodium added. Oh, let me see if I can get this out without making a huge mess on my stove. Jesus Christ, of course I couldn't. That's the thing about these boxes. I should have cut the whole top off. I'm going to have to do a little cleanup here after I do this segment. Yeah, this box isn't very convenient at all. And I'm going to also add a couple of tablespoons of puree in there. I want this one nice and thick. I got a good little dollop of tomato on the stove there. I'll have to do a little cleanup in between. All right. Next, I'm going to add 4 cups of low sodium vegetable broth. Then I'm going to add a 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder. Nope, sorry. Got to follow my notes there. 2 teaspoons of chili powder. Teaspoon and a half of cumin. And 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. And then I'm just going to give all this a good stir here. right. And then after I modify, do a quick little cleanup here. I'm going to put this on high. I'm going to put the lid on. I'm going to let it come to a boil. And when it comes to a boil, then I'm going to reduce the heat and let it simmer for about 25 or 30 minutes. And then I'll be back. Okay, once again, I used ChatGPT to kind of assist me in some ideas, things to add to this recipe. And I didn't heed ChatGPT's advice this time, and what I did was I didn't figure I needed to turn on the camera just for this one little thing, but I added 2 cups of water in there in addition to those tomatoes as well, so the tomatoes and the broth. So just add 2 cups of water to the previous mentioned recipe. Now it's pretty much ready, just we're getting towards the end, but what I'm going to do is now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons, 2 cups of frozen corn in there. And I'm just going to stir that in real good. And then I'm going to let it go another 5-10 minutes. I like corn. I tell you, one of the reasons I like to add corn and with this is when I was a kid, I grew up eating, actually, we ate more Brunswick stew. It was canned, but we ate more Brunswick stew than we did chili. So I'm always kind of trying to get something that's sort of close to that, but haven't really gotten a plant-based version of it yet. So just going to let that, man, that's going to be a big pot. That's going to be at least 3 days of meals, if not 4. So I'm just, like I said, I'm going to give this about 5-10 more minutes, and then we'll finish it off here. Now I add the final touch, just to give it a little bit of twang. I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar in here. And I gave it a little taste test, and I tell you, I think I might have finally gotten there. Every time I make a soup, I'm kind of trying to figure out, okay, I want to get this really thick. I like that flavor profile. I love chili powder. I love cumin. It's got all these vegetables in there. Got the carrots, got the potatoes. And there you go. Like I say, that will feed you for days, and I'm a big eater. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Be sure you're subscribed to the channel for more videos like these, and I'll see you here throughout the week. Peace.